How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 23 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. Had to clear my throat there, sorry about that. So we're doing another one of these 162-0 / can a player win a World Series by themselves in a 0 overall league? Break the game. And actually, this is a good idea that Jonathan sent me. Appreciate that. It's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. after winning the Home Run Derby. Put him in the roster. 0 overalls. Can he do well? Well, good news. We're going to find out now because he is in the roster with the 0 overalls. So, again, the overall might not reflect his most recent rating in the live roster. It's just, what are you going to do, right? With that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Leave a like, subscribe if you want the content. Comment down for videos. Just comment down with some more players if you want to see me do this with another player. And yeah, with that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so here we are. And yeah, check out my socials, playlist down below in the description if you like content TJP. Anyways, here we are. We're back in it. I actually do not have my new controller. By the way, I got a new PS4 and 5 controller not too long ago. And it actually looks really good. That's what it looks like. Looks pretty good. But I'm not using it because it's in my drawer. So, regardless of that, let's take a look at the roster here. As you can see, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 88 overall. In the flesh, and of course everybody else on the team and every single team around the league is all ones, aka zeros, more or less, and should be good. Got the injuries turned down all the way. I mean, they could still happen, but chances are they won't, especially to a guy like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It shouldn't. So we're gonna see how well he could do in the game, see how long it takes before he loses. And I guess if we have a chance to win the World Series, I'll hop on in. But every time I do that, and for those of you guys that don't know, the game just seems to break as we lose our first game of the season. Game seems to break, and what happens is the stats just... if it happens, I'll show you guys, but basically we end up winning like 69-3 or 70-2. The scores are ridiculous. And I'm not really controlling anything, it just so happens that is what happens when you hop on in. Doesn't matter what it is. It happens. It's craziness, I know. But the game's the game. I'm gonna hop on in regardless. I mean, if we get to the World Series at that point, we might as well have a gimme. If you get there, you know what I mean. So, and you have a chance to win, and you're up 3 wins. It's like you basically won. So. Anyways, looking good so far, 60-44. Losing a few games here and there, though. But looks like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to be able to get his team to the postseason. And, yeah, definitely going to get his team to the postseason at 79 wins in September. Can we get to 95 wins? That is the question of the day. And it looks like we won't be getting to it. And we will not be getting to it. But we get 93 wins, which was good enough to win our division, and we're getting the win of the Walker playoff game, 93-69. Predictions on stats. What do you guys think? Moment of truth. Boom. Honestly, 49 home runs. I would have thought he hit more. But still pretty good. 414 average. 215 ribbies is a lot. 174 walks, 26 strikeouts, 16 stolen bases. 4 triples, 41 doubles. He only had 607 at-bats. We played all 162 games. That's cool to see. 552 on base, 736 slugging, 1.288 OPS. Played appearance of 812. Okay. He made 16 errors, 50.4 WAR. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I thought he would hit more home runs, but 49 is nothing to sneeze at. Definitely led the league, of course. And speaking of league leaders, yeah. Home runs, doubles, stolen bases, RBIs, batting average, and all that good stuff. Obviously didn't lead in at-bats. Didn't lead in triples. He was tied for 5th with 4. Home runs, 49, 215 ribbies, 170 runs, 16 stolen bases, 184 base on balls. Best on base, best slugging, best OPS, and of course, he will have the highest WAR in the league at a 15.4. We got some injuries, not that it matters. Awards, well, Hank Aaron, MVP, batting title, Triple Crown. And Silver Slugger as well for the first baseman. I don't know if they're going to give him a Gold Glove, but we'll see. Chances are they don't. Actually, they do. So it seems as though the Gold Glovers work for the infielders, but not the outfielders in these leagues, from what I can see. So that would make sense, I think. Yeah, none of the outfield positions work, because every time we do an outfielder, it doesn't work. But first baseman, because as you saw, if you didn't watch the Aaron Judge versus Paul Goldschmidt video, I highly recommend you check it out. That happened there too, where he won a Gold Glove. So yeah, it seems to be based on position. For some reason, the outfielders, I don't know what it is, what the logic is behind that, but hey, the game's the game. Did anybody get signed? Let's just double check. Doesn't look like it this go around that anybody got signed. So there you go. It shows Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In terms of standings, 93 wins, clinched division, best record in the AL, and we ended up having the best record in the MLB as well, not just the AL. So we will be taking on either Baltimore or Texas, and it'll be our good old pals in Baltimore. So Joe Random versus Joe Random, game 1, we win 12-11. Game 2, we win 10-9, close ones. In game 3, we win 5-4, all by 1 run, might I add. And we're going to be taking on the Angels. Angels, they were 86 wins, Orioles at 89. So let's see here. Game 1, 6-0 shutout win. Did we throw a perfect game? No. Game 2, win 16-10. Game 3, we win 14-10. Game 4, we win 12-8. So we sweeping our way through and in the World Series take on the Philadelphia Phillies. So let's see how we do against them. We've got Joe Random versus Joe Random. Game number 1 is a 6-1 loss. By the way, how good were the Phillies? In case you guys were curious, 87-win team. Best record in the NL. Game 2, we beat them 5-1. Game 3, we lose 6-2. Game 4, we win 10-5. Game 5, we lose 6-5. So if we win Game 6, we're basically guaranteed a Game 7 win, because once I hop on in, the game's gonna just make them win. Now, honestly, if we lose, I wouldn't even be too mad. I wouldn't be too mad. Okay, well, we're hopping on in. I mean, I don't have to, but I feel like for engagement purposes, it makes sense. You guys want to see the thing, so we're gonna do it. View today's games. I mean, again, look, watch. I go to simulate. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hop on in and view the game and play it. Well, I messed up. Okay, I messed up there. Well, okay. We lost 6-5. Well, there you go. We were basically guaranteed a win if I hopped on in, so yeah. I meant to hop in. Sorry, guys. Well, you know what? I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess it's fair to let the game decide, because as you've seen, if you haven't seen my other videos, when I hop on in, it's a guarantee win. It's almost unfair. So I'm kind of glad that this happened. It makes it much more random. Even though it's unrealistic, the fact that if we were to hop on in, it would have been a 70-run ball game, but this is 6-5. Shout out our pitching for being terrible. Yeah, so lost in 7. Didn't win the World Series. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 game away, game 7. I mean, 1 playoff MVP, was going to win the World Series MVP. He had 5 home runs, 18 ribbies. So he wasn't the problem. Although the stats there are sometimes wrong. Here it says 20 ribbies. So probably a different average. But yeah, I mean, he dominated. So he was good in the postseason. It wasn't his fault. Shout out to him. Unfortunately, because I simulated, I probably cost him a World Series. So I'm going to say we would have won if I hopped on in. We can safely assume that. It would have been them that won, but the game's the game, and I accidentally simulated past it, and I wanted it to be fair, so at least it ended up being fair. With that being said, full screen, close the video. Guys, well, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like on it and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, comment down most videos. Go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down in the description. If you do like the content, TJP. And if you guys do want to actually see me hop on in, like, I mean, part of me doesn't want to do it just because of, you know, every time I've done it, it's always been like a BS score. I think it's more fair doing it like that, but you guys let me know if you prefer, if we get to, like I was saying before, we get to 3 games winning, and I don't forget to do that and hop on in. Do you guys want to actually see me hop on in to see the celebration? Let me know if you do. Regardless, I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.